Hey everybody, it's Kory. Thanks for joining me. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the housing stats for North Idaho here for the month of September 2024. And remember, when we talk about the stats for North Idaho, we're talking about the 5 northernmost counties of North Idaho that make up the Panhandle. In this video, we're going to be comparing September of 2024 to September 2023, and we're going to be looking at the aerial snapshot, the 30,000 foot view, combining both pre-existing homes and new construction homes so that we understand the totality of what the market did for the month of September. And I would characterize this month as our most significant month in quite a while. And there's 2 reasons that I say that. For one, it just felt like Bonnie and I had talked about 2/3 of the way through the month. We were talking and we're like, does this feel like a really busy month to you? And she agreed. We were probably in one of our busiest months that we've had in the last couple of years. And when the stats came out, it verified what we had been feeling. And I'll share those with you here in just a minute. The other reason that I would call this month significant was it was the first full month since the NAR Settlement agreement. And remember, that was the settlement where real estate agents could no longer post on the MLS the buyer broker agent commission. And there was a lot of predictions out there that this was going to slow the market or even crash the market, that real estate agents are going to be jumping ship and that buyer broker agents weren't going to get paid by the sellers. And the stats disproved that wholeheartedly. So let's go ahead and look at the stats for the month of September 2024. You can see here that the September median sales price was $525,000. That was up 1.9% year over year. Looking at the new listings, these are new homes that come on the market, whether they're brand new construction or pre-existing homes. These are new homes to the market. And there were 619 for the month of September. That was up 9%. And these are pretty significant numbers. We're starting to see more inventory come onto the market, which is great news. Total homes for sale. You can see here that we had 2,004. That was up 5.5% year over year. So the inventory of homes for sale is up slightly. And then this is the stat that I really wanted you guys to see. This is the September pending sales. These are the homes that were put under contract for the month of September. We put 449 homes under contract here in North Idaho, and that was up 17.8% for this September versus the last September. So you have a lot more buyer demand that jumped into the market for some reason in September. Looking at the closed sales, those were also up. Again, remember, closed sales reflect last month's pending sales. We closed 449 homes. That was up 9.2%. All right, Kory, so what does all this mean? Well, again, I wanted to point out to you that the pending sales being upwards of 20% here in North Idaho is very significant, especially when you compare it to the national statistics. If we go here to the Altos Research graph, you can see that the month of September nationally was up 3.5% for pending sales. And North Idaho smashes that, 17.8% in the month of September. And remember, September is when seasonally here in North Idaho, we start to see buyer demand start to go back down. And the reason for that is school's back in session, vacations are over, and people are starting to get into the fall swing, and you start to see demand go down. We did not see that this month. So we are calling it a significant month. What can we expect going forward? We are seeing right now interest rates for some of our clients with our lenders in the 5s, 5.75, 5.8. And it's a lot easier for people when they see an interest rate for their next home loan in the 5s than if it were in the 6s, 7s, or 8s. Remember, we were seeing interest rates in the 8s this time last year. So when people are comparing last year where interest rates were in the high 7s, low 8s, and they're starting to see interest rates now in the high 5s, low 6s, they feel pretty confident, at least some people do, that they can afford more and they jump back into the market. And I think that explains a little bit about what you're seeing for that increase in buyer demand here in North Idaho. But I will also go out and share with you a little bit something about the buyers that we see coming here. Remember, the buyers that we see coming to North Idaho, they tend to be more cultural buyers than economic buyers. Economic buyers are those buyers looking to go from somewhere where it's more expensive to somewhere it's more inexpensive. Let's say you're in California, you want to afford more home, you're going to go to Texas, you're going to go to Tennessee. Coming to North Idaho is not necessarily cheaper for a lot of people coming from California. We are not an inexpensive market anymore. But what we are is a culturally red market. And when you see people uncertain in the big cities, uncertain in the big states, and they feel like they want to go somewhere where they can have a self-sufficient lifestyle, where they can have more liberty, where they can have safety for their families, less population for things to go wrong, those factors tend to push people to our market. So people ask me, Kory, what do you see going forward here in North Idaho? And I think that between now and next spring, come next spring, you're going to see increased buyer demand, especially if you see interest rates that are in that 5% range and you have some type of uncertainty. Let's say that we come through the election, there's social unrest, or between now and next spring, God forbid, we're in some kind of a global war. Those kinds of things tend to push people to our market. And if we have those two things combined, uncertainty and lower interest rates, I fully expect next spring to be quite a spring here in North Idaho. And as a result, unfortunately, I think it's going to drive prices up with that increase in demand. So that's kind of my thoughts on where I think the market's going to go. Not all people agree with me, and that's just fine. If you agree or disagree and you want to put those in the comments, feel free to do. But anyway, that is the market for the month of September, plus a little bit about what I think going forward. You guys, if you have questions about the North Idaho market, we'd love to have that conversation with you. We don't want to pressure you into buying anything. We want to be a resource for you as you figure things out and decide if the North Idaho market is for you and where is the best place here in North Idaho for you. I'd love to answer your questions personally. You can find a link on how to contact us down below. That's it for now, you guys. Take care. Bye now. Thanks for watching the video. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kory Martinelli. My wife Bonnie and I own a local real estate team based in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Our personal journey to live better began in 2009 when we relocated our young family to North Idaho from Ventura County, California. We wanted to raise our family in a place rich with outdoor recreation and in a culture that treasured our strong conservative values. Leaving family, friends, and church was not easy. Perhaps the scariest decision was to leave behind 21 years as a deputy sheriff with Ventura County and finish my career with a new agency. But I did it and finished serving out my 3 decades in law enforcement as a deputy with the Kootenai County Sheriff's Department right here in North Idaho. While I was doing the easy part, working in law enforcement, Bonnie diligently raised our 2 children, battled breast cancer into remission, and started her real estate career part-time. Talk about a winner. After retiring from law enforcement in 2016, I joined Bonnie in real estate and we went full-time forming the Martinelli Realty team and this video channel. Since then, we have successfully navigated one of the most aggressive and competitive real estate markets in America to help over 300 families relocate to North Idaho. In that time, Bonnie has been recognized as one of the top 1% producing real estate professionals in the entire country. It is this experience that we have gained in the market that forms the foundation of our videos. If you are wondering if you can live better in North Idaho, we dedicate this channel to you.